everybody. I'm going to do a short little glute video for you, little glutes and hips, for you to just do over the weekend. It's only going to be about 10 minutes or so. Okay, so get your mat. You don't need any special equipment. You don't need any weight bags or anything like that. But go ahead and roll on down. Say it with me, with control. And we are going to start with some butterfly bridges. So make sure you're pulling those abdominals in and you've got a nice flat back, and then bring your heels together, your toes together, the bottoms of your feet together, and create a nice butterfly shape. Arms are down long by your side, and we're just going to squeeze our hips up, squeezing the glutes, and lower back down. Lift it up. Lower back down. Adjust your feet however you need to. You can push them further away, you can bring them closer in, but you're pressing the feet together, knees out wide, squeezing the glutes and lifting up. Don't worry so much about peeling your vertebrae one at a time. That's for another day, another move. Really squeeze, a little extra squeeze of the booty at the top. Lower down. We're going to do 3 more. Squeeze. Pressing those feet together. Get a little inner thigh action there. 2. And on this last one, I want you to hold it for 10 seconds. So up you go. Squeeze the glutes. Press the hips up. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, the feet together. Hold it. Belly button in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and lower back down. Okay, we're going to do another different type of bridge here. These are long-legged bridges. So I want you to send your feet out longer down the mat than you normally would, and about mat distance apart. Heels into the mat, toes pointing toward the ceiling. Now I want you to peel your vertebrae one at a time, up off the mat, as you come into a nice long-legged heel bridge. Pressing the hips up toward the ceiling. Breathing here, relax your shoulders, make sure you've got a nice long neck. Squeezing the glutes, the backs of the thighs will start to yell at you a little bit. Keep breathing. Keep pressing those hips up, abdominals are tight. Knitting everything into the center. Keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now slowly roll back down. One vertebrae at a time. Tailbone last thing to hit. Okay, now I want you to do the same position, but come out, even if it's just a half an inch or an inch further for an even longer bridge. Big inhale, start rolling it up. Got a nice long line. Probably feel a little bit of the back of the thigh screaming at you. Now I want you to try to do 5 hip dips with me. So lower, squeeze up. Lower down, relax your shoulders and arms. 3 more. Lower and squeeze. 2 more. Press it up. Last one, we're going to hold it. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and roll back down. Good. Okay, bring those knees into the chest and rock a little side to side. Give yourself a nice little stretchy, relaxing moment here. And now I want you to roll on up to a seated position, and we're going to do hydrant kicks. So come on over onto all 4. So I'll show you from the side how this looks. So my wrists, my elbows, and my shoulders are all in line. My elbows are not facing, the inside of my elbows are not facing out, they're facing in. I've got my knees are underneath my hips, so I'm nice in line. Maybe a little tailbone tuck under to take that arch out of your back. Okay, so that's the position we're going for here. Now what we're going to do in this position, and if your wrists get a little annoyed with you, you can always make a little speed bump on your mat and put your hands like so. That'll help a little bit. So we're gonna be on all fours. I'm gonna start with my right side. I'm just going to have both feet flexed in the back. I'm gonna lift my right leg. I'm gonna kick it out, bring it in, lower it down. Up, kick, in, and down. I'm pulling my belly button into my spine here. Up, kick, 2 more. Up, kick it out with a nice flexed foot. Lift, out, in, and down. And now we're gonna switch over to the other side. So flexing the feet, lift it up, kick it out, bring it in, and down. You may have different results on different sides. I know I do. And down. Good. Up, out, in, and down. 2 more after this one. Lift. Pull the belly button into the spine. Last one. And down. And if you want to, press into a quick little child's pose, sending your booty back towards your heels. Press that mat away, ears between the arms, or head lower if you can, just to kind of give yourselves a little bit of a stretch. And then come back up, same position here, back to the right side, or the side you started with. We're gonna lift and pulse. Keep squeezing the glute, trying to keep the belly button pulling into the spine. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My foot is flexed here. So now we're going to move it to the other side. Up and squeezing. Really squeeze the glutes. Should be feeling it pretty good. Foot is flexed. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. And now we're going to stay in the same position, or if you're more comfortable, even come down onto your forearms, make a little fist, and wrap the other hand around. That might be more comfortable for you, especially if you've got sensitive wrists. So I'm going to do it from that position. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to try to keep my hips nice and even. I'm going to bring my right leg up to 90-degree angles. You see that my foot is flexed, okay? Trying to keep my hips even, so not doing this, not dropping in, nice and level, and I'm just gonna pulse. Thinking about lifting the bottom of the foot up toward the ceiling. Pull the belly button into the spine, keep pulsing. It's not a big movement. Back to the thighs, might be a little tired from our long-legged bridges. Keep moving. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Other side. So same thing here. Nice level hips and pulsing. Looking down at your mat. Do a little hip check. Make sure your hips are as even as possible. And squeeze the glutes. Don't let this be a leg movement so much as a glute and back of the thigh hamstring movement. Good. Keeping that foot flexed, like you got a tray of drinks on it, or a pizza. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, back into child's pose for a couple of breaths. Get the heart rate back down. And then come back up. Same position. So again, you can be up here or you can be down here. We're going to bring that right leg, or whichever one you started with first, back up to 90 degrees. Check that hip, make sure it's level, and then just squeeze the heel toward the butt, back out. Squeeze and out, and squeeze. You don't have to go beyond 90 degrees. If this bothers your knee, then just don't go all the way out. Don't extend it all the way out. Good. Pull the belly button up and in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg down, Other side, up to 90. Check that foot. Check the hips are nice and even. Squeeze it in, press it out. Create resistance here, like you're squeezing a big beach ball and then trying to push something away. Make it nice and challenging for yourself. Squeeze and push. Hips are nice and level, belly button's up and in, protecting that low back. Good, we got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, the last one, squeeze it in, drop it down, press back in to child's pose. Maybe bring your arms around to grab your feet so you can get your forehead to the mat. Get that heart rate down, and then come back up onto all fours again. So you can stay on all fours or drop your left arm down onto the mat, leaving the right arm right here. Take your right leg. I want you to send it out behind you, keeping the hips level. There's a little bit of a turnout here in the hip, and that's okay with this one. The blade of my foot, the outside blade is toward the ceiling. So I'm pulling my belly button in, looking down at my mat, trying to keep my hips as level as possible, but there's going to be a little turnout. I'm just pulsing all glutes all day long here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. It's little, it's not a big old leg swing. Excellent. I know you're doing excellent. Make sure your toes aren't pointing toward the mat. That's not what we're looking for. All right, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Switch sides. So now your right arm comes down, left arm stays tall. Send the left leg out. Turn the outside blade of the foot toward the ceiling and squeeze. A little bit of a hip turnout is fine. A little hard to be completely level in this position. And you are just squeezing the heck out of your glutes right now. Little pulse, not a leg swing. Foot is flexed. Squeeze. Reach long out of that hip if you can. Pull the belly button in. Don't let it just sit there. Keep squeezing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up and make your way to standing for our last little move for today's glutes. You can't do glutes without squats. You kind of just can't. So hip distance apart. Your toes can be turned out a little bit. Everybody's different with what feels comfortable. You can put your hands here, fly them up here, whatever you want to do. We're going to do this slowly, a really slow squat with a pause at the bottom. So lower, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up and like I'm going to poke you in the butt with a pin. And again, lower down. Go to your level. You don't have to go below parallel if you can't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Think about your heels. Press up. Squeeze your butt. We got 2 more of these. Lower it down. Nice tall chest. Make sure your knees are not going over your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze up. Extra little squeeze at the top. Last one, here we go. And hold. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Beautiful weather coming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. And we're done. Thank you for watching. I hope your glutes are sore and you remember me when you go to sit in your chair this weekend. Bye.